Oh my goodness, we're live. This is exciting. I can't tell, I've got a new camera. What do we think? I feel like I'm saying what do we think? The quality is 10 billion times better. The quality, it's improved. She's upgraded. Got the fire on. I feel like it's a really cozy vibe. I need a tea, a picture of me with a tea, and then it'll be... Anyway, today we're doing soft glam makeup. This is my like go-to when I want to feel like myself, but just look that extra bit put together. I love the lip combo, love the eyes, and I feel like you're really gonna like this one. Let's jump right in. I'm gonna start off with a new foundation that I've been loving, which is the Guerlain Le Tint Glow. Now, the reason I really like Guerlain's brand is it's 95% naturally derived ingredients, which my skin has actually been really well behaved recently. I've had some words with it, and it's calmed down. So mine's in the shade 2N, but it's just like a super lightweight. I still, even for like a glam type look, I still enjoy a lightweight formula, just because I feel like you can amp it up a bit with concealer. I feel like this is the same. I just don't think this will ever change in my routine. I don't know whether I'll go for a full coverage foundation. Maybe on like my wedding day. But then even then I want to feel like myself. I think that's the thing with any makeup that look I do like, I like feeling myself. I still like to feel like myself. I just said like about 50 bajillion times. Anyway, new year, how's everyone been? What's everyone been up to? Me personally, I feel like it's been a super relaxed start to the year, which has been really nice. Obviously back in London, I've just kind of been easing my way back in, catching up with friends, which has been lovely. Now for concealer, I've been really just enjoying the Merit Minimalist Skin Stick. I think that's the name. I go through phases with concealer and all makeup, to be honest. I like just get hyperfixated on a product, then use it literally every day, then randomly one day to switch it up. And then pop it in the areas where a little extra coverage wouldn't hurt. I'm trying to think of some live updates to tell you guys. I went to a YSL event the other day, which was really fun to celebrate this new mascara that I will be using in the video. It's the new Lash latex one. Save my opinions for it in a second. That was really good fun. It was like a Pilates class. It was like a wear test to see if the mascara held up, and it did. And I got to see like Talia and other friends who are also in the industry, which is really lovely. I'm off to Berlin soon, which will be really exciting, with H&M. So like this morning I've just been picking out outfits, which I know doesn't sound stressful. I find it so overwhelming and so stressful for no reason. It's just because I feel like I'm not a big online shopper. I'd much rather go into a store and try things on, because then you can see how it fits, how it looks, colours, if it suits you. I don't know, when it's online I find it really hard to like see an item. I feel like often as well, because like lots of my clothes are from vintage shops, so it's like a one-off piece. It's like if it fits, then great. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But they had lots of lovely bits on the website. I haven't shopped on H&M in ages, and I was on the website and I was like, how am I going to decide, because there's so many options. Anyway, so I'm going in with the Merit bronzing balm in the shade Clay. And this is an hourglass brush, but it's their Swan edition. I love how angled it is, because I find it just really fits into the hollows of my cheekbones. I'm also going to pop some on the jaw, on the nose. Blush. Which shade should I go for? A blush that I really love, and I don't know if I've spoken about on this channel before, but it's the Hourglass liquid blushes. This one's in the shade, I actually don't, Scene. And I find they're really pigmented, so it kind of adds like a lovely flush over your cheek that's almost... It blends in so much that it looks like your natural cheek. Like it doesn't look like a product over the top, if that makes sense. And I'm just going to get my Hourglass brush and pop. It's a really fun product as well, because it's like a little squeezy doofit thing. 2 little swirls to my cheek. As you can see when blending, I just kind of go quite sporadic with it, because I find that's how you just get a really natural complexion. And then I will go back in with my Hourglass brush and kind of blend those two together. I'm now going to go in with my cream highlighter, which is Clinique. And I'm just taking out the same brush that I use for blush, applying it to the high points. But yeah, in Berlin, I'm going for a dinner, which would be so nice, because who gets to say they can go to Berlin for 24 hours to attend a dinner? It's insane. I feel so lucky, and I'm also getting to share the experience with my best friend Alice, so it's gonna be really lovely. Do you ever get that when like you speak about someone and then you just like you remember you've got a message from them that you haven't replied to in ages? I'm so terrible at replying on my phone. Like all my friends I have to apologise to, because I will literally go ghost. I don't know, I saw it the other day and I was like, messaging, like replying anxiety or something, and I've got that. Self-diagnosed, of course. Do I think that's an actual thing? No, because I feel like we just label everything nowadays. To set those into place, I'm going in with my Armani bronzer. Now this, it's just been a holy grail. I have spoken about it, I feel like literally in every video, but it's so good. I won't speak too much more on it, but I'm just taking a big fluffy brush. My birthday's coming up, which is crazy, a little scary. I mean, last year I went quite big because it was my 21st. With planning and things, we know we got a venue and stuff. This year, I mean, I've left it literally, what date are we on? The 20th, so it's in literally just under 2 weeks, and I've got no venue or anything planned. I've literally said to my friends, I haven't even messaged everyone, I've just been like, keep the date free please, because obviously I've left it so late that like if no one's available, I've literally got myself to blame. But I don't know, it's one of those weird ones where I love, sorry, this is like such an unattractive angle probably. I love celebrating other people's birthdays. When it comes to my own, I'm just like, oh. Going in with another Guerlain product. This is their terracota. I think it's actually their bronzer. You can see here that it's got some like lovely pinks running throughout it. So on the days when I don't want to be like too blushy, I find this perfect because it just blends so gorgeously in with my bronzer. I believe that is the base pretty much done. I will go in and powder. But now we're gonna go on to eyes, and a palette I've really been enjoying is the NARS, not this one. I do like this one. This is in the shade Orgasm. It's got some like really lovely shimmers, but I'm not going for a shimmery look today. I've kind of been really just enjoying a matte eyelid. Maybe again, it's a phase I'm going through, but I'm taking the NARS Rong eyeshadow palette, which has got gorgeous like cool tones. Oh my God, I just realized I can literally like zoom you in now, wait. Right, so now you can see what's actually going on my eyelids. Why have I got this like spike? I've been looking at it the whole video, so I'm really sorry. Now I pointed it out, it's definitely going to annoy you, so let's try and fix that. So first off, I'm going to go in with this shade, which is just like a neutral wash of colour all over the lid. And then also bringing that down my nose. And then just doing the same on this eye. And I'm just going to go in with the shade underneath it, which is this one here. On the same brush, literally run it close to the lash line. And then dragging that excess underneath. And then I think I might just go straight in with this shade here. I might take that on this little Prada brush and run that really, really close to the lash line. And then kind of like bring it out into a wing. And then I'm going back in with that Ilia brush and just blending it through. And then you can see that you just kind of get like a really, really soft diffused smoky eye. I will go and clean that up in a second. And then to finish off the look, I'm going in with this Hourglass eyeliner. I'm really annoyed about this because I left it in my bag and I didn't put the lid on properly. Lid came off, kind of like dried up. So I've had to like snap off, I don't know if you can see it. I've made a mess of it basically. It still works, so we're using it on my waterline, like my tight line and my waterline. And like depending on if you're using this makeup for evening or daytime, you can just go like a bit heavier, a bit softer on the eyeliner. It is daytime for me, so I'm not gonna go crazy with it. I'm not gonna get carried away now. I'm just gonna go back in with that Prada brush and kind of blend it into the eyeshadow. And then to just like clean up those wings, I'm taking my concealer brush. I kind of like going in and sharpening it, and then I don't like it when it's like that white line there, so I will go back in with my bronzer brush and just kind of like blend over it so that it's not like a harsh line. Time to curl the eyelashes because I don't want to flat eyelashes. My Refi curl, oh it's really aggressive, look at that. I'm not even going to talk about it. Now it's time for the main event, the mascara. This is the Lash Latex. Now the way I describe this mascara is if you've ever used the YSL Lash Clash, then this is like its daytime sister. The Lash Clash, if you ever want the biggest, voluminous, black, thick lashes that almost look like false lashes, that's that mascara. I mean, it's great because it is buildable as well. Like you also can get a really soft minimal look with the YSL Lash Clash, but this one is like the perfect lengthening and separating mascara, which for daytime is what I typically go for. And I believe it's water resistant. I don't know if it's waterproof, but it's sweat proof, and I can confirm that it is sweat proof. Wow. And then I'm just gonna put that on the bottom ones. But in terms of like content wise, I did say in my last video, I was like, what do you want to see from me? Because I was like, you know, I don't know what you guys enjoy, but I kind of got a mix of responses. Like some people love my makeup, some people want to know like more about my daily life. So I think I'm just going to try and stick to one beauty video and one vlog like a week, like, or maybe, you know, like a vlog and then a beauty, just mixing it up basically. And then if you've ever got any suggestions, just let me know, hit me up, and I can do that for you. I'm firstly going in with the Ilia eyebrow pencil, and I'm just going to brush up my eyebrows. And then Colourpop actually kindly sent me some products the other day. I feel like Colourpop was like such a brand in, I don't know what, I want to say 2016 actually. Like, I just remember it was their, what was it? I think it was their like loose eyeshadows, or like their, just like their glitter eyeshadows that went so viral. But they sent me their new brow boss, and I can really recommend. I've got quite stubborn eyebrows that don't like to stay in place, but this has held them in place all day. So kind of start by running them back. That doesn't make sense. Going back through my eyebrows, brushing into place. Right, as fun as it was being up close and personal, you're being zoomed back out. I'm like really nearly done, which I feel like this is like super speedy as well. Let me like watch this back and it's like 5 hours long. I'm just gonna tap out the creases of where I put the concealer. And then I'm going in with a new product that is not new, but I'm new to. And it's the Huda Beauty, why can I not ever say that name? Huda Beauty Easy Bake Powder. And I'm just taking it on a little sponge, dabbing it on the lid first, and then, so it's kind of like a soft bake, as opposed to when like people put like, you know, loads on. I don't know, I find that my makeup always looks a bit cakey whenever I do that. I say whenever I do that, I think I've done it once, I just didn't like how it looks, so I've never done it again. Although I really want to try like the 2016 glam, because obviously with it making a comeback, everyone's been doing it, and makeup was fun at the end of the day. Time for lips. A lip combo that I've done recently is another Kylie Jenner lip liner. I've been obsessed with them. I honestly think they're some of the best out there. But this is in the shade Cocoa. And when I saw it, I was like, well, that's a bit dark for me. But like, by applying it and then blending it with your finger, I feel like it looks really lovely. So as you can see right now, you're thinking, that's really harsh. If you trust the process a little bit, it can look like supernatural. I'm going in with my favourite like lip oil, and it's the Clinique Nude Honey, and this one's got my name lovely and engraved on it, which is really sweet. And I find it just like an elevated brown lip. Yo, finishing it off nearly, the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. And this is the finished makeup look. Hope you enjoyed. Anyway, see you in whatever I post next.